Hello students, today we are going to see about probability. First, you should know what is a probability when we start studying probability. I will explain. Okay, for example, if you are playing with a coin, you and your friend who is opposite to you are playing with a single coin. Okay, that is tossing a coin. What are the possible outcomes you have? Either you can get a head or a tail. Am I right? So, ஒரு head விழலாம் இல்லைன்னா tail விழலாம். Are you sure which will come? Not sure, no. So, with this uncertain happenings, so நமக்கு எது வரும் அப்படின்னு கன்ஃபார்மாக தெரியாத பட்சத்தில் we will study about probability. So, probable இது வரலாம் இல்லை இது வரலாம். Probable அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம்ல. So, probableன்ற word வந்து uncertainன்ற meaning. Okay. So, probability is a study where we are not sure about the outcome, but we know what are the possible outcomes. So, எதெல்லாம் வரலாம் அப்படின்றது நமக்கு தெரியும். Coin tossingலையும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா either I can get a head or tail. But இதுதான் வரும் அப்படின்னு நம்மளால ஷுவராக சொல்ல முடியாது. That is there we have to study about probability. Now come to the definition of an experiment. What is an experiment? For example, what we previously took, tossing a coin, tossing a single coin. This is an experiment. So நம்ம என்ன எடுத்துட்டு பண்றோமோ அது experiment. Tossing a coin or throwing a single die or throwing a double dice or tossing two coins. Such happenings are called experiments. Now come to the definition of events. Events. What do you mean by events? Events na enna? For example, in the first example நம்ம ஒன்று பார்த்தோமா coin tossing. அதில் நமக்கு என்ன சொன்னோம் head இல்லை tail. We have two possible outcomes. Either I can get a head or tail. Such things are called events. So, இதெல்லாம் நான் ஒரு செட்டாக கொடுத்துட்டேன். இந்த head, tail. This is an event and this is an event. So, if I collect all the events in a set, that set is called a sample set. ஸோ இதெல்லாம் தான் எனக்கு வரலாம் அப்படின்றத நான் ஃபுல்லாக கலெக்ட் பண்ணி ஐ எம் கிவிங் தட் இன் அ சிங்கிள் செட். தட் இஸ் அ சாம்பிள் செட். ஓகே, தட் ஹேஸ் த சிம்பிள் எஸ். நவ் கம் டு த நெக்ஸ்ட் திங். The same example, suppose I am going to toss a coin, a single coin. In that case, in many problems you came across this word, unbiased coin. What is the meaning for unbiased? சரி, அதை விட்டுருங்க. பயாஸ்ட்னா என்னன்னு யோசிங்க. பயாஸ்ட்னா ஒருதலை பட்சமாக இருக்கிறது. சரியா? ஸோ இப்போ நான் காயினை டாஸ் பண்ணுறேன் அப்படின்னா எனக்கு எய்தர் ஐ கேன் கெட் அ ஹெட் ஆர் அ டெய்ல். இப்போ எதுவுமே விழாமல் சென்டராக காயின் இப்படியே நின்றுது. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், அந்த ஃப்ளோரில் சாண்ட் இருக்குது அப்படின்னா இட் டசன்ட் ஃபால் இன் திஸ் சைட் ஆர் இன் திஸ் சைட். ஓகே, ஸோ அப்படியே வேர்ட்டிக்கலாக இருந்தது அப்படின்னா we are not sure about the outcomes, right? ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி நிற்கிறது இல்லாமல் we are excluding such cases. For that only, specifically we insert in our problems the coin is an unbiased coin. ஸோ ஒரு சைடாக இல்லாமல் either it will get an event outcome H or tail. So, such a coin is an unbiased coin. And already we came across this events or outcomes. No, events or outcomes are H or T. Those terms are called events or outcomes. Okay. Tell me what are the possible outcomes we have in throwing a single coin? H or tail. Am I right? Yeah. The next thing. Now we are going to see about equally likely outcomes or events. Equally likely means it has equal probability. For example, the same example what we are seeing from the beginning. If I toss a single coin, I can either get a head or tail. either head விழலாம் இல்லை tail விழலாம். Okay, so such events are called equally likely outcomes or events. So ரெண்டுக்கும் equal probability தான். Head விழணும் அப்படின்னா ஒரு 50%, ஹெட்டுக்கு ஒரு 50னா டெய்லுக்கு ஒரு 50. So such events are called equally likely outcomes or events. Okay. Now come to the formula. This is the important formula for finding the probability of an event. Whatever we are expecting, no. நான் இந்த ப்ராப்ளத்தில் என்ன ஃபேவராக கன்சிடர் பண்ணி பார்க்குறேன், அதோட ப்ராபபிலிட்டி என்ன வரணும்? ஃபேவர் அப்படின்னா நமக்கு என்ன தேவையோ. Okay. So my event will have the probability using the formula I'm going to find. Probability of an event is equal to number of trials in which the event happened by total number of trials, or number of favorable events by number of all possible outcomes. The next thing, the first example what we have is, what is the probability of getting ahead when a coin is tossing? What is the probability of getting ahead when a coin is tossed? Also find the probability of getting a tail. Okay, first we have to write what are the possible outcomes. From that, in this problem what they asked, no, here we are going to find two things. One is the probability of getting ahead, the other one is the probability of getting a tail. Those things we have to find one by one. So first we have to write what are the possible outcomes. What are the possible outcomes we have? Head and tail. Am I right? So only we have two possible outcomes, head and tail. In that, the first question what they asked is, we are going to find the probability of getting a head. Okay, out of these two outcomes, what we expect is head. That is my favor, right? I am in favor of getting a head. That is favor. In the above formula, no. In the numerator, what we have to write? Number of favorable events. So total number of events should come in the denominator. Okay, total number of events are 2. In that we expect number of heads, only 1. So 1 by 2. So this is the probability of getting a head. So if I mention that as P of H, probability of getting a head means it is 1 by 2. In the next thing what they asked is, we have to find the probability of getting a tail. So let the notation for that, if I use that as P of T means number of heads, getting a tail, the next thing is we have to find the probability of getting a tail. Okay, so P of T is equal to number of tails what we have is only 1 out of 2, so 1 by 2. See the probability, this is 1 by 2, this is 1 by 2, both are equal. So these such, we came across the definition, no, before that, 1 minute. Equally likely outcomes we saw, no. This has the probability 1 by 2 and this has a probability 1 by 2. Both are equal and they are sharing equally, right? Such kind of events are called equally likely outcomes or events. The next problem, a bag contains a red ball, a blue ball and a yellow ball, all the balls being of the same size. Kritika takes out a ball from the bag without looking into it. What is the probability that she takes out the yellow ball, red ball and blue ball? So here in this problem, this is very easy. One red ball is there, one blue ball is there and one yellow ball is there. So what are the total number of balls? Totally we have 3 balls. Out of 3 we have one red ball, one blue ball and one yellow ball. What is the first question they asked you to find? We have to find the probability of taking out a ball which is a yellow ball. So let the probability, I use a symbol, since for yellow I can use P of Y. So how many yellow balls are there in that bag? Only 1. Total number of balls are 3. So 1 by 3. Similarly, for taking a red ball. So probability of taking a red ball is equal to only 1 red ball is there out of 3. So 1 by 3. And finally taking a blue ball. So P of B is equal to 1 by 3. So the first one is 1 by 3, second one is 1 by 3, third one is 1 by 3. All the 3 probabilities are same. So here also we can say all the three events are equally likely events or outcomes. This is a result. The sum of the probabilities of all the elementary events of an experiment is 1. The sum of the probabilities of all the elementary events of an experiment is 1. Okay. In the previous problem, we got the probabilities as 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. When I add all the three values, 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3, 3 is the common LCM. So 3, 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3 by 3, which is 1. That is the result. The sum of all the probabilities of all elementary events of an experiment is 1. In this example also, we got the probabilities as 1 by 2, 1 by 2. No, when I add 1 plus 1, which is 2 by 2, so which is 1. Is it clear? Okay, the next problem is, suppose we throw a die once. What is the probability of getting a number greater than 4? What is the probability of getting a number less than or equal to 4? 1 minute. Okay, in this problem, what they have given us, we are throwing a die. If we throw a single die, the possible outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these 6 are the possible outcomes we can get when we throw a single die. In the first question, what they asked is, we have to find the probability of getting a number which is greater than 4. So total of 6 events irka. Tell me which is greater than 4. Is this greater than 4? Definitely not. So we have two terms, 5 and 6, which is greater than 4. Okay. So tell me the formula for finding the probability of getting a number which is greater than 4. Number of favorable events by total number of events. So here we are in favor of 2 events. So 2 by how many totally? 6. So 2 by 6. 2 is the common factor. When I divide, so I'm getting the answer is 1 by 3. Right. Now come to the second question. What is the probability of getting a number which is less than or equal to 4? Less than or equal to 4 means we are not including 4. Less than or equal to 4. Am I right? Is it right? No. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Less than or equal to 4 means 1, 2, 3, 4. Including 4. Here in the above question they didn't include 4. They asked us to find the numbers which is greater than 4. Greater than 4 na 5 6 mattu varum. Correct? But inga enna sollirukanga, less than or equal to 4. Less than or equal to 4 அப்படினா 4 include ஆகும். So 1 2 3 4. So total we have 4 outcomes and on the whole we have 6. So 4 by 6. When I simplify this, this is 2 by 3. So it is 2 by 3. Is it clear? Okay. Now we are going to see one definition. If I denote the symbol E for an event, the negation of E, that is not E or the complement of E, has the symbol E complement. So ஒரு ஈவெண்ட் நான் என்ன பார்க்குறேனோ அந்த ஈவெண்ட்டுன்னு சொன்னேன்னா அதுக்கு ஆப்போசிட்டா, அதுக்கு நாட்டா, அதோட காம்ப்ளிமெண்ட்டா, அதோட நெகேஷனா ஈ பார் சொல்லலாம். அதுக்கு ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் இப்போ நம்ம பார்த்த ப்ராப்ளத்துலேருந்தே பார்க்கலாம். இந்த ப்ராப்ளத்தில் என்ன ஃபஸ்ட்டு கொடுத்துருந்தாங்க, சப்போஸ் த ஈவெண்ட் இஸ் கிரேட்டர் தேன் 4 அப்படின்னு எடுத்துட்டேன். கிரேட்டர் தேன் 4 அப்படின்னா 5 6. அப்போ இ பார் என்ன வரும், நம்ம என்ன சொல்லியிருக்கோமோ அதுக்கு ஆப்போசிட்டாக சொல்லணும். கிரேட்டர் தேன் 4க்கு ஆப்போசிட்னா என்ன வரும், the numbers which are less than or equal to 4. Am I right? So we have to take the complement of E as the numbers which are less than or equal to 4. Okay, so these are the symbols, and we have an equation connecting the probabilities of event and its complement. Okay, so probability of E plus probability of E bar is equal to 1. If one is known means the other one easily we can calculate from the other one. For example, if P of E is known means P of E bar is equal to 1 minus P of E. This will come to the other side. Easily we can calculate, right? That also I'll explain from the previous example. In this they asked you to calculate two values. No. If I calculate the first one, I'm getting the answer as 1 by 3. From that easily I can get the second one. Okay, what is the second one? E, if I take E as the event which is greater than 4. E bar means less than or equal to 4, and we got that answer P of E answer as P of E as 1 by 3. If I want to calculate P of E bar means the numbers which are less than or equal to 4, which is equal to 1 minus P of E, which is equal to 1 minus 1 by 3. We got P of S 1 by 3. So taking the LCM 3 has to be multiplied with this 1. So 3 minus 1, which is 2 by 3. This only we got here. After simplification we got here. But using this formula, we are getting the same thing. Okay, so if one is the negation of the other one, easily we can find it using the formula P of E plus P of E bar is equal to 1. Clear? Moving on to the next one. The probability of an event which is impossible to occur is 0, and we have a particular name of such event. It is called an impossible event. I repeat, if that is not going to happen and the event நடக்கவே நடக்காது அப்படின்னா அது வந்து நான் ஒரு impossible event, நடக்காத ஒரு event. So it has a name. It is an impossible event. அதுக்கு probability இருக்க chances இருக்கா? அது நடக்கவே போறது இல்லையே. So such event has the probability 0. அதுக்கு example பண்ணா, for example, நான் dice throw பண்றேன். I'm going to throw a die. Okay. What's the probability of getting the number 7? But dice throw பண்றேன் அப்படின்னா I have the possibilities 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. My question is, what is the probability of getting the number 7 if I throw a single die? Is it possible to get the number 7? No. So such kind of events are called impossible events. So அது நடக்காது. அதோட probability obviously it is 0. Okay. Now come to the next one. The probability of an event which is sure, a certain நடக்கும் அப்படின்னா அதோட probability 1. Such an event is called a sure event or a certain event. So இது கண்டிப்பா நடக்கும். For example, if I take a bag which contains only one blue ball, okay, what is the probability of getting a blue ball? In that bag we have only one blue ball and we are going to take that blue ball, right? So we can take only one blue ball, no? So out of one blue ball we are going to take one, so 1 by 1, which is 1. Such events are called certain events or sure event. ஸோ கண்டிப்பாக அது நடக்கும், அது மட்டும்தான் நடக்கும். ஏன்னா அங்கே இருக்கிறது ஒரு ப்ளூ பால் தான், அந்த ஒரு ப்ளூ பால் தான் நான் எடுக்க போகிறேன். ஸோ அந்த ஒன்று எடுக்க போகிறேன். டோட்டல் நம்பர் ஆஃப் ப்ளூ பால்ஸ் வில் கம் இன் த டினாமினேட்டர், தட் இஸ் 1. நமக்கு ஃபேவரானதும் ஒரு ப்ளூ பால் தான். ஸோ 1 by 1, which is 1. The next one. This is the arrangement of cards in a deck of playing cards. You know how many total cards are there in a deck of playing cards? 52. Okay, I have segregated. These are the orders there what we have. We have a ace, king, queen, jack, and the numbers from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And these are the symbols what we have. The first one is spade, the second one is heart, The third one is diamond. The last one is clubs. Spade and club will be in black color, and heart and diamond will be in red color. In every spade, we have totally 13 cards. Hearts 13, diamonds 13, and clubs 13, totally 52 cards. This 13 is this total: ace, kings, queen, jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So in every shape, we have all these 13 cards. So 13 plus 13 plus 13 plus 13, totally we have 52 in a pack of card. Clear? Okay. Come to the face cards. What do you mean by face cards? Face na, இப்போ கிங் அப்படின்னா அவரோட ஃபேஸ் இருக்கும் கார்டில், குவீனுக்கு குவீனோட ஃபேஸ் இருக்கும், ஜாக்குக்கும் ஃபேஸ் இருக்கும். ஸோ சச் cards are called face cards. Clear? Correct? Now my question is, how many face cards are there? Now you tell me, how many kings will be there? In every shape we have a king. So totally we have 4. How many queens? That is also 4. In all these terms we have 1 queen. So totally 4. And jacks similarly. So 4 plus 4 plus 4, 12. This is the total number of face cards. Clear? Next. This is a problem. One card is drawn from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. We are going to find the probability that the card will be an ace and not an ace. Okay, come to the solution. What is the total number of cards are 52. Out of that we have to find the probability. If we take one card, means that should be an ace. How many aces are there? I'll show you. In every shape we have 1 ace, right? So how many aces are there? 4. So out of this 52 cards, I have to take 1 ace, right? So total number of cards are 52 and total number of aces are 4. So the probability of getting an ace is 4 by 52. This can be simplified when we cancel 4. This is 1 and this is 13. So the probability of getting an ace is 13. What is the next question they are asking? What is the probability that the card which we are taking is not an ace? Right? So total number of cards are 52. Out of that we have 4 aces. So when we subtract, the number is 48. So 48 cards are not an ace, right? So total number of cards are 52 and we are going to take 1 card out of this 48 cards. Am I right? So we can simplify this. When I simplify this, I am getting 2 by 13. After cancellation, the answer is 12 by 13. So 12 by 13 is the probability not an ace. Okay. We can find the second one using the formula which we saw previously. No, P of E plus P of E bar equal to 1. So if I take E as the event of taking an ace, so what is the complement of it? Taking not an ace. Okay. So after calculating the first one, 1 by 13, probability of E bar is equal to 1 minus P of E. So 1 minus 1 by 13. 13 is a common LCM. So 13 minus 1. So 12 by 13 is the answer. So in this way also we can calculate the answer. So either directly we can find 1 by 13 and 12 by 13 what we did previously, or using this formula also we can find it. Is it clear? The next problem. The next problem is A and B are playing a game. Given that the probability of A's winning is 0.62, find the probability of B's winning. So only two players are playing, A and B. Okay. So how many players are there? Two players, A and B. Right? So if A wins, B lose. If A lose, B wins. Am I right? Okay. Such kind of events are called equally likely events. Okay. So both are having equal probability. Either A can win or B can win. Such events are called equally likely events. Okay. So if we take E as A wins, at that time B has to lose. If B wins, A has to lose. Am I right? So here we have the equation. For example, we can say this equation, P of A plus P of B equal to 1. A and B are players. Like, actually this is the equation what we learned previously. P of E plus P of E bar equal to 1. If I take E as A is winning. Okay. A is winning means, what is E bar? E as A wins. E bar means A lose. The negation of E, right? A lose. A lose means automatically B will win. Am I right? So A win பண்றாங்க, E bar அதோட complement. So A lose பண்ணுவாங்க, automatically A lose பண்ணா B தான் win பண்ணுவாங்க. So அவ்வளவுதான். Easier we can calculate this from this equation. What's one probability given? So P of A plus P of B equal to 1. B தான் நான் வந்து B's winning அப்படின்னு எடுத்திருக்கேன். So P of B is equal to 1 minus P of A, which is 1 minus 0.62. The answer what we are getting is 0.38. Is it clear? Now come to the next problem. Savita and Hamida are friends. What is the probability that both will have different birthdays and same birthday? So two friends are there. We are going to find the probability that both are having same birthday. ஒரே டேட்ல உங்களுக்கு birthday வரணும், அதோட probability என்ன, and different datesல வந்தா அதோட probability என்ன. First question வந்து different birthdays. Second question, same birthday. We are not considering a leap year because in a leap year, totally how many days are there? 366 days. But we are considering ordinary year. So totally we have 365 days. In that we are going to find, first probabilities we are going to find both the birthdays are different. And the second one is if they have same birthday. Right. ரெண்டு பேருக்கும் வேறு வேறு பர்த்டே இருக்கணும் 365 டேஸில். நான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் என்ன பண்ணிடுறோம், சவிதா ஹேஸ் 1 day as a birthday. அந்த 1 dayன்றது ஏதோ ஒரு டேட் 365 டேஸில், we are not sure, but 1 day. ஓகே, ஸோ 1 day நம்ம ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணியாச்சு. 365 டேஸில் 1 day it is fixed for Savita. Okay, so what is the balance we have? 365 minus 1. So 364 days இருக்கு. So இந்த 364 daysல ஏதாவது ஒன்று the second personோட birthday-ஆ இருக்கலாம். Am I right? Is it clear what I am saying? So for Savita already we have fixed 1 as the birthday. For the second person, how many options are left over? 365 minus 1, that is 364 days. In this 364 days, any one day should be her birthday. So for that we have the probability 364 by total number of days are 365. So 364 by 365 is the probability for different birthdays, because first already we have fixed one birthday for one girl. The other one can get a birthday which is not this date. Out of 364 she can get 1 day. So this is the probability for the first one. What is the next question they are asking? Both are having same birthday. What is the first question? Different birthday. What is the complement of that? That is, what is the negation of that? Same birthday. So if I take E as this one means E bar is this one. Am I right? So different birthdays நான் ஈன்ற ஈவெண்ட்டாக எடுத்தேன்னா அதோட நெகேஷன், அதோட நாட், அதோட காம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் நம்ம நிறைய பேர் பார்த்துருக்கோம். இதோட ஆப்போசிட் அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். சேம் பர்த்டே. ஸோ நமக்கு என்ன ஈக்குவேஷன் தெரியும்? we know P of E plus P of E bar equal to 1. So P of E bar is equal to 1 minus P of E, which is equal to 1 minus, what is P of E we got? 364 by 365, which is equal to 365 is the LCM. So 365 minus 364, which is finally 1 by 365. This is the answer which we are getting using this relation. Okay, but directly also we can find. What is the question they are asking? We have to find both are having same birthday. Am I right? Same birthday. Same birthday means one day is the day where both are having birthdays. Totally how many days we have? 365. In that one day is the birthday. So directly we can find the answer 1 by 365, or from the previous probability using this relation we can calculate like this also. Both are same. Clear? Anyone you can follow. The next problem, we are going to, this is an important problem, repeatedly they'll ask this. Find the probability of getting 53 Sundays in a leap year. Either they can ask 53 Sundays or 53 Saturdays or 53 Mondays. Anything, the days may change, but in a leap year they are asking you to find 53 Sundays. Let me do this. Now you tell me how many days are there in a leap year? Totally we have 366 days. Am I right? In this 366 days, how many weeks are there? 366. In a week we have 7 days. Am I right? So 5, 35, the balance is 1, 16, 2, 14, and the final is 2 days balance. So in a leap year we have 52 weeks plus 2 days balance. In 52 weeks surely definitely we will get 52 Sundays. Am I right? So 52 Sundays are sure, certain. Only the one Sunday which we need, no, totally we are in need of 53 Sundays. Balance one Sunday only we have to calculate out of these 2 days. These 2 days are consecutive days. அடுத்தடுத்து வருது. So என்னென்ன ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கும் நமக்கு? We'll start from Monday. Monday, Tuesday. Then Tuesday, Wednesday. Then Wednesday, Thursday. Then Thursday, Friday. Then Friday, Saturday. Then Saturday, Sunday. Then Sunday, Monday. Monday, Tuesday, that only we have started. Out of 7 possibilities, we are in need of Sunday. Here we have one Sunday, and here we have one Sunday. So totally 7 options we have. In that we want only 2, because this and this alone having a Sunday. So the probability of getting 53 Sundays in a leap year is 2 by 7. Is it clear? Move on to the next one. There are 40 students in a class. In that 25 are girls and 15 are boys. One can be selected as a class representative. What is the probability that the class representative is a boy or a girl? Okay, it is very easy, right? How many boys are there? 15 boys. In that we are going to take one boy. So 15 by total number of students are 40. Totally we have 40. In that if I want to select one boy means out of this 15 only I have to select. So 15 by 40. When I simplify this, what is the answer we are getting? 3 by 8. So 3 by 8 is the answer for the first question. A boy as a class representative. Am I right? What's the next question? A girl as a class representative. What is the total number of girls we have? 25 out of 40 students. So from this 25 only I have to select a person. So after cancellation the probability is 5 by 8. This also we can use the same formula, P of E plus P of E bar equal to 1. If one is the complement of the other means we can use this formula. If I take the first one as boy, E as boy means E bar is not a boy. So automatically a girl is a representative. So E is a boy representative event and E bar is the girl representative event. After calculating boy as a class representative, the probability, we can calculate the second one very easy. So P of E bar is equal to 1 minus P of E, which is 1 minus 3 by 8, which is equal to 8 is the LCM, 8 minus 3, which is 5 by 8. So this value, from this answer we can calculate. The next one. Ram tosses 2 coins simultaneously. What is the probability of getting at least one head, at most one head, and no head? So how many coins are tossed? 2 coins. Now you tell me what are the possible outcomes we have in a 2 coin tossing problem? H, head, head, then head on tail, then tail and head, and both are tails. So these are the 4 possible outcomes which I have when tossing 2 coins. In that, what is the first question? We have to find the probability of getting at least one head. What do you mean by at least and at most? At least. At least ஒரு ஹெட்டாவது இருக்கணும். அப்படின்னா ஒரு ஹெட்லேருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாம். ஸோ ஒரு ஹெட் இருக்கலாம், அதுக்கு மேலேயும் போகலாம். அதுக்கு மேலே அப்படின்னா இங்கே மேக்ஸிமம் நம்பர் ஆஃப் ஹெட்ஸ் நமக்கு என்ன இருக்குன்னு பார்க்கணும். மேக்ஸிமம் நம்பர் ஆஃப் ஹெட்ஸ் ஆர் 2. ஸோ அட் த மேக்ஸிமம் நான் 2 வரையும் போகலாம். பட் அட்லீஸ்ட் அப்படின்னா மினிமமாக நான் அதுலேருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணணும். ஒரு ஹெட் இல்லைன்னா 2 ஹெட். அதுதான் அட்லீஸ்ட் 1 ஹெட் அப்படின்னா நம்ம எடுத்துக்க வேண்டியது. ஓகே, ஸோ 1 ஹெட்னா we have one option here, the other one here, and 2 headsna we have one option. So totally how many options do we have? 1, 2 and 3. Am I right? Yes, 1, 2 and 3. So probability of getting at least one head is total number of outcomes are 4 by now what we expect. What is the favor number of cases is 3 by 4. So நம்ம என்ன பார்க்குறோமோ அதுதான் ஃபேவர் இந்த ப்ராப்ளத்தில். சரியா? The second question is at most. What do you mean by the word at most? At the maximum. இதுதான் மேக்ஸிமம். இதுக்கு மேலே நம்ம போகக்கூடாது. At the maximum அப்படின்னா at the maximum எனக்கு ஒரு ஹெட் எடுத்துக்கலாம். எவ்வளோ எடுத்துக்கலாம்? 1 head. So at the maximum I can take 1 head at the maximum. That means actually we can represent this using symbol. At the maximum means less than or equal to 1 head. ஹெட்டே இல்லாமல் இருக்கலாம், இல்லைன்னா ஒரே ஒரு ஹெட் வரையும் நான் போகலாம். இங்கே என்ன நம்ம சொன்னோம்? அட்லீஸ்ட். அட்லீஸ்ட் மீன்ஸ் தட் இஸ் த மினிமம் வேர் வி ஆர் ஸ்டார்டிங். ஓகே, ஸோ அட்லீஸ்ட் 1 ஹெட் மீன்ஸ் கிரேட்டர் than or equal to 1. So at the maximum at least 1 head means greater than or equal to 1. So ஒரு ஹெட் இல்லை அதுக்கு மேலே அப்படின்னா இங்கே 2 heads வரையும். So 1 head or 2 head. இங்கே at most 1 head அப்படின்னா less than or equal to 1. So no head and 1 head. No head means this one, number 1. At least one head means 2 and 3. These two, right? So totally here also we have 3 out of 4. 3 by 4. Is it clear how to find at least and at most? Okay. Now come to the last one. We have to find the probability having no head. Tell me the event which is not having a head. This event. Only one event we have. So 1 out of 4. So 1 by 4. Is it clear? Now come to the next problem. A carton. A carton means it is a bundle, it is a pack or something. A carton consists of 100 shirts, of which 88 are good, 8 have minor defects and 4 have major defects. Jimmy, a trader, will only accept the shirts which are good, but Sujata, another trader, will only reject the shirts which have major defects. One shirt is drawn at random from the carton. What is the probability that it is acceptable to Jimmy, it is acceptable to Sujata? So, I'll list out the terms given. Totally we have 100 shirts. Out of 100, 88 are good and 8 have minor defects. And major defects is 4 having. So this 4 have major defects. Jimmy will accept only good products, this one. And Sujata will reject and not accept, will reject the shirts which have major defects. How many are having major defects? 4. So from 100, she will reject only 4. So other 96 products she will accept. Am I right? So we are going to find the probability for Jimmy and for Sujata. Right? What is the term given is Jimmy will accept only good products. So total number of products, total number of shirts are 100. Out of that he will accept only good ones. So 88. 88 by 100, that we can simplify as 44 and this is 22 by 25. Okay, so 22 by 25 is the probability for Jimmy. And for Sujata, she will reject only the major defect products. Other things she will accept. So other things are 96 out of 100. On simplifying this, what we are getting is this is 50, this is 48 and this is 24 and 25. Okay, so these are the answer for this problem. Is it clear? Come to the next one. 2 dice, one is blue in color, the other one is gray in color, are thrown at the same time. Write down all the possible outcomes and we have to find the probability that the sum of the two numbers appearing on the top of the dice is 8 and 13 and which is less than or equal to 13. First we have to write what are the outcomes when we throw a 2 dice. Okay. Now you tell me what are the possible outcomes in throwing a 2 dice. See, the first one is the first die and the second one is the second die. In the row wise I am going to write. In the first row I will fix the first value as 1. The other values, second value only I will change. So 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6. First row I am fixing the first number and changing the second number. Second row I will fix the first value as 2. So 2 1, 2 2, 2 3, 2 4, 2 5, 2 6. Similarly third one is 3 1, 3 2, 3 3, 3 4, 3 5, 3 6. Then 4 1, 4-2, 4-3, 4-4, 4-5, 4-6. So these are all the possible outcomes. Totally we have 36 outcomes. We have 36 outcomes. Out of that 36 outcomes, the first question what they are asking is we have to find the sum of the top as 8. Okay. So 8 means this one. 2 plus 6 is 8. And this one 3 plus 5, 4 plus 4, 5 plus 3, and this one. So these terms one long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Totally we have 5 outcomes out of 36. So the answer for this one is 5 by 36. This is a probability of getting a total of 8. What's the second question asking? The total is 13. See, the maximum total what we have is 6 plus 6, 12. Beyond that, we don't have any other option. So 13 we can't get. Such event already we came across the name for this event. This is an impossible event. இந்த மாதிரி ஒன்று நம்ம கிட்ட நடக்க chances இல்லை. So it is an impossible event. What is the probability of an impossible event? 0. So the answer for the second one is 0. It won't happen. So the probability is 0. The third one what they are asking is the probability of the sum which is less than or equal to not 13, I'm sorry, less than or equal to 12. Less than or equal to 12. The maximum we have 12. Less than or equal to 12 means this is 11 total, this is 10 total, and here it is 2 is the total. Less than or equal to 12. So less than or equal to 12 means all the values. Am I right? 12 is the maximum and 2 is the minimum. That means from this point to this point we have to take everything. Totally we have 36 points and we are expecting all the 36 values. So 36 by 36, 1 by 1, which is 1. Is it clear? So the answer for the last one is 1. Now we will see some one words. Already we saw all the things and you answer for this. Probability of E plus probability of not E, that is E bar. I am right. Complement of E or E bar. What it is? It is 1. What's the answer? 1. The probability of an event that cannot happen. That cannot happen means now only we saw that is called an impossible event and that has the probability 0. And it is called as impossible event. Am I right? And the probability of an event that is certain, அது நடக்கும் அப்படின்னு நமக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருச்சு. Certain event அப்படின்னாலே அது மட்டும்தான் நடக்கும். அது தவிர வேற எதுக்கும் வாய்ப்பே இல்லை. So that is the only option we have. So it has the probability 1. So what are the names we have for that? That is the certain event or sure event. Okay. And sum of all the probabilities of elementary events are 1. Am I right? Yes. The next one is, and one more thing I want to say. The probability value always lies between 0 and 1. 0 less than or equal to probability of an event less than or equal to 1. Probabilities should lies between 0 and 1. The next one is equally likely events. We are going to find which is an equally likely event and which is not. Equally likely events means it will have only two options, either or. This will happen or that will happen. A driver attempts to start a car. It may start and it won't. Start ஆகலா இல்ல ஆகாம இருக்கலாம். Such events are called equally likely. Start ஆகிறதும் start ஆகாம இருக்கதும் equal probability ல இருக்கு. So it is equally likely. A player wins or loses. ரெண்டு ஆப்ஷன் தான். ஒன்று வின் பண்ணலாம் இல்லை லூஸ் பண்ணலாம். அந்த மாதிரி இருந்தாலே it is equally likely. So it is equally likely. A baby born, either boy or girl. It is also equally likely. if you are going to answer a question, maybe it is right or wrong. That is also equally likely. Equally likely na equal probability. Rendu option, renduku equal probability. Here in this problem, we are going to find which is not a probability. Already I gave you the condition for a probability. No, probability value lies between 0 and 1. It lies between, if I denote the symbol P for probability, P lies between 0 and 1. The first one, 2 by 3. Is it a value which lies between 0 and 1? Yeah, definitely. This is a value which is greater than 0 and which is less than 1. So it is a probability, right? It's a probability. And this minus 1 is lying beyond this limit. It lies left to 0. So this is not a probability, not a probability. And come to this negative value. This is also a negative value which is not in this limit. So this is also not a probability. And what is this 15%? 15% means 15 by 100. This is 0.15. 0.15 is a limit which lies between 0 and 1. So this is a probability. And 0.7 also, it is greater than 0 and lesser than 1. This is also is a probability. So the question what they asked is, we have to find which are not a probability. So minus 1 is not a probability, minus 1.5 is also not a probability. So these two are the answers for this problem, right? And here P of E is given as 0.05 and we are going to find what is P of E bar. Easily we can calculate. Already you know the formula. P of E bar is 1 minus P of E. Am I right? So 1 minus 0.05, which is 0.95. The next one. A bag contains lemon flavored candies only, and Malini takes out one candy. What's the probability of an orange candy? In the bag we have only 11 candies. No orange candies are there. So this is an impossible event. It won't happen. Nadaka chance illa orange candies namakilla. So what's the probability of an impossible event? It is 0. And what's the probability of getting a lemon candy? Lemon flavored candy da irukku. So idu vandu kandipa lemon candies edukka mudiyum. Such events are called sure events, certain events. What's the probability of a certain event? 1. Am I right? Are you clear about probability pa? Probability, then sure event, certain event, then impossible event, everything, right? Is it clear?